Hey, Gina here with Tarot and Time. I'm here today to talk to you about Mercury Retrograde. Now, some of you might be saying, Gina, why are you telling me about Mercury Retrograde on December 12th when it doesn't actually begin till December 29th? Well, I have some good reasons why, and I'm going to explain. So Mercury is the planet of communication. It rules pathways and roadways. So it has to do with travel. It has to do with our conversations, especially the conversations with ourselves. And I like to think of it ruling neural pathways in the brain. So it's a lot about communication and the delivery of it. So Mercury goes retrograde a couple times a year, and retrograde basically means that it's moving backwards. Now, it's not really moving backwards, but in astrology, it's moving backwards in degrees, okay? So retrograde period is when we go, it's more internalized. So this is a really important time to be looking at our thoughts, our communication. And I'm really grateful that retrograde isn't happening until after Christmas, because one of the warnings of Mercury retrograde is to not make major purchases, especially ones out of the blue. So it's kind of nice that we don't have to really think about that too much, even though we will be in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. But personally, I consider it to start on the 29th of December. So on the 29th of December, Mercury will be at 24 degrees Capricorn. So Capricorn rules our families. It rules our roots, our traditions. It has to do with our career. All the grounding forces in our life are related to this earth sign of Capricorn, our responsibilities. And when Mercury begins its retrograde, it will be together with Venus, which Venus rules relationships, especially the ones with women. So 24 degrees Capricorn on December 29th. So basically, here's a quick view of what retrograde looks like. Mercury's moving along. It gets to 24 degrees Capricorn and it begins to move backwards. Now, it's going to move backwards all the way to 8 degrees of Capricorn. So basically 8 degrees Capricorn, the last time that we were at 8 degrees Capricorn was the same as December 12th. That's why I'm putting this video out. December 12th. So I want you to get a notepad out. Mercury loves the written word. Get a notepad out and start observing what's going on from December 12th all through the holidays, and then to December 29th. Then it goes retrograde. So now we get to go back over all of that time period. And then when it goes direct on January 18th, 2023, we'll be back at that same point as December 12th. It's going to come back over that time period again. So it's actually going to affect us through February 7th. Then it will move forward into different degrees that we haven't covered yet. So what do we do with this information? Well, we observe. So you start to write down what happened on the 12th? What happened on the 13th? What was I thinking? What was I saying? How was I over the holidays, especially with your families? Capricorn, your family. And so you want to be really careful with your words over this holiday, because you might think that you get something off your chest or you air something out, but you're going to have to revisit it again and again 3 times. So you get a redo. That's the great thing about Mercury retrograde, or anything that's associated with the word RE. So redo, renegotiate, reevaluate, release. So just pay attention. Don't be afraid. Just pay attention to what's going on. Take a look at it. See what's important. See what's of value. See what needs to change. Capricorn doesn't really like change, but Mercury is looking for you to communicate at your highest level, especially, again, how you're communicating with yourself, okay? So, again, get the notepad out, December 12th, start writing down, paying attention. When we reach December 29th, that's when Mercury actually goes retrograde. And then pay attention all through up to January 18th. It will end, so there'll be a little relief. And then pay attention through to February 7th, because that will be the final swipe over all those things that have already happened. Okay. Enjoy Mercury retrograde. Don't make any major purchases out of the blue. If you need to try it out and see if this is true or not, go ahead. I had to learn the hard way too. But don't use it as something to be afraid of. Use it as a time of deep, deep inner introspection. Have a good one.